Perfect night in Kentucky for happy hour here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. As you can see, the goat has already set a good lap as per. Oh dear, he's gone much too deep into that turn. He's rolling into turn one. Adam Lewis has a smoking engine now. The goat is sliding backwards out of turn two. He's lost the engine there. Oh dear, he's headed back onto the track. Contact with Derek Hamill, and Derek Hamill's engine has been completely roasted there. Nothing new there then. What's up, peeps? Hanafuda. It is a lovely night in Kentucky for the Quaker State 400. As always, the GOAT is starting on pole today next to Adam Lewis. He's going to be followed by Chip McGee and Zach Mills, and I need some coffee. Maybe that'll help. Jeff Lewis and S.p.A, Yuki Nagito and Nick Bees, Ryan Monaco and James Saunders, Zachary Taylor and Taylor Brian Price, Sanaki Altina, Alan Walker, Ahidaka, Tori Hamill, Ryan Herman, Shiriki Takahashi, Asa Samir, Michael Pedersen, Bob and Floba, Alexander Cornish, Patrick Smith, Bob Smith, Eric Monica, Chai Kasadagi. I don't know what that was. Derek Hamill, Hibiki Ganaha, Isaiah Monaco, and Ken Matsuda, NASCAR, and John Tron, Rupert Weissmuller, fresh off his win at the Belgian Grand Prix, Italian Grand Prix, I'm drunk. Tito Peters and Yukio Hagiwara, Reggie Fils-Aime, Takumi Fujiwara, Ryan Lewis from rounding out the field, Konstantin von Barteleven, and Daniel Voiles. Let's just go. We're not even going to mention any further hesitation before we've fast forwarded through this pace lap here. The pace car is in. And the green flag is out. We're on the way here. That's a great start from the GOAT. An even better start, I'd say, from Chip McGee. He's already heading to the outside, making it 3 wide of himself. Adam Lewis and Zach Mills. Zach Mills is going to have the inside line. He's going to dive bomb. The GOAT's inside, heading into turn 1 there, but the GOAT's got a better exit out of the turn, heading down the back straight now for the first time today. Zach Mills is going to file in front of Chip McGee. He'll put a contact with the wall, I think, and he's going to go behind the GOAT there, but that is going to leave enough room for Adam Lewis to head down the inside and possibly challenge him for that position unless Chip McGee can help him and himself past. The GOAT has already just blown the field away, already taking out what I'd say is a commanding lead, and that's Adam Lewis behind Chip McGee after all. Here comes his teammate, S.p.A, dive bombing the inside there. His teammate, Jeff Lewis, is on the outside as well. S.p.A getting a push from Yuki Nagata. Here they go out of turn 2, and on the back straight, you can see how far the GOAT is. He's already heading into turn 3. Adam Lewis once again to the inside, and that's definitely Chip McGee scraping the wall. I'm not sure what's going on there. It doesn't look like there's much damage to the side. Maybe just some, paint taken off of sorts. It's usually boring when the GOAT just flies into the lead, but we've actually got some stuff to talk about here. Here comes Jeff Lewis trying to get around his teammate Adam Lewis. Teammate S.p.A is behind them. Whether or not they'd like to admit that they're teammates, they are, so they have to deal with it. That's quite a shame, actually. It's been embarrassing being teammates with someone in the bottom 5 in the points, although that could very well change. Nobody really knows. Right. Look at Nick Bees there, heading down the inside. Well, he's not on the inside anymore. It looks like most of the field is single filed out. At least the top 10 has. Let's take a look at your order. The GOAT, of course, is leading this race by quite a margin, 3.31 seconds after crossing the line. I'm sure that lead will only get larger. Das hat sie gesagt. Zach Mills is running second, Chip McGee third, Jeff Lewis fourth, Adam Lewis fifth, S.p.A sixth, Nick B seventh, Yuki Nagato eighth, Ryan Monica ninth, and Taylor Brian Price 10th. Behind them, James Saunders, Zachary Taylor, Sonic Hill, Tina, Hidaki, Alan Walker, Tori Hamill, Michael Pedersen, Chidi Takahashi, Ryan Herman, and Oz Samir. That's your top 20. Zachary Taylor, you can see running the inside line there, trying to find his way into the top 10. James Saunders and Sonic Hill and Tina well on the outside line. That probably would be better described as the middle of the track. This is a very wide track on the straights, but in the turns it does seem to get a bit more narrow, a bit tighter. Zachary Taylor getting a push from teammate Hidaki again. Their teammates deal with it. It hurts, I know, but them's the bricks. I'm sure everybody is quite pleased that they don't have to be teammates with the GOATs in the F1 series, because the GOATs conjured up a character out of nowhere. I think. Maybe. Possibly. Unless someone does want to be my teammates. They get to be the #1 driver, because I'm terrible. Lindsberg, on the other hand, absolutely no idea, because maybe she doesn't actually exist yet. Who knows? We'll stop been rambling. Look at the GOAT's pace. It's absolutely fantastic. He's just blowing the field away as per usual. Haha, banter. I've stolen that from a very old Into the Barrier video. Of course, there he is heading into turn 3. Meanwhile, Zach Mills is only exiting turn 2. The GOAT's probably already heading out of turn 4 and onto the front straight already. These positions up at the top of the field don't appear to have changed too much. Not sure what Chip McGee is doing heading to the outside line. He could very well be leaving Jeff Lewis enough space to make the overtake, but he's going to file back in front here as they cross the line to start lap 8. They could start lap 8 a long time ago. Let's take a look at your lap times. About 1.7 seconds faster than the second fastest lap time, the GOAT. Second fastest lap time belongs to Jeff Lewis and Chip McGee, Zach Mills, Adam Lewis, Nick B, S.p.A, Taylor Brian Price, Yuki Nagato, and Michael Pedersen, you guys running up at the front of the field. There's Taylor Brian Price and Michael Pedersen, 17th. Decent. We've been seeing these 3 cars here running in a sort of triangle formation. 3 different cars, in fact. Sonic Altina in the Monte Carlo, James Saunders in the Dodge RT? Charger? Whatever it is. It's not a very aesthetically pleasing car, I don't think. And Zachary Taylor in the Ford Taurus. Actually, the front of the field seems to have spread out quite a bit there. These guys are still running very close to each other, but the gap seems to be a bit larger near this part of the track. It's lap 10 now. Find somewhere random with which we can go on board. With whom? With whom? This is just absolute domination. We saw this at Las Vegas. The GOAT's already heading down the back straight, while Zach Mills is only heading into turn 1. He's got the inside line here, but you 4 cars behind him, well, they seem to take a bit of a wider, more outside-ish line through turns 1 and 2. I'm not sure what that's about. Nearing the halfway point of this race, actually. That's, well, GOAT's definitely in the halfway point of this race, nearly. It's lap 13 of 27 for him. For him, of course, is some gospel bands from like the 80s or 90s. I'm not really sure. Should have taken a look at that, actually. I'm dumb, but you already knew that. Slowest lap, by the way, belongs to Kanen Matsuda. Wow. Good job. Guess Kanen Matsuda has a penchant for driving slow cars. She and Daniel Voiles are most likely going to get lapped any second now. Oh dear. Goat's tires are just squealing. He's definitely not been taking good care of them out here tonight. Definitely wouldn't say that about the goat. He's always very hard on his tires. Conserving them is not his strong point. You can see there's loads of damage to his car from scraping the wall. All night tonight. All night long. Hey, jumba. Oh dear, he's blown it! He's blown a right front tire. A right front tire? The right front tire. And that's going to slow him down immensely. Oh, that reminds me. Here are the lead cars on pit road. Wow. This is what happens when we pay attention to the goat. Look at these guys already heading out. Oh, there was a bit of sand in the air, but I don't think there was any contact. It looks like just sand and not smoke. That would be bad. Here comes the goat into pit road as Zach Mills exits. There's always been this weird feeling in my mouth, and I don't understand. Look at how these guys are spread out. Very spread out. Am I just trying to come up with ridiculous innuendo? That's what it feels like. Life sucks sometimes, that's all. Anyways, I'm sure we'll find out eventually, one way or another. Who's in the lead? But... oh, the goat's still stuck on pit road. Alright. Well then. Slow pit stops are the goat's specialty. They always slow him down a lot. That's James Saunders and Eric Monaco on pit road. So, I do believe that Zach Mills is going to be your new race leader. Probably. Maybe. Possibly. Is Goat still on pit road? Yes, he is, and he's just exiting now, but he's definitely going to lose a lot of positions there, more importantly. Huh. James Saunders is going to rejoin the track. I do believe he's a lap down, actually. Eric Monaco also a lap down, running in front of his teammate, Ryan Monaco. Zach Mills has built up quite a lead over Chip McGee, his rival, and... oh, my fan's off! There we go. I feel much cooler now. Let's take a look at your order once again. Zach Mills leading the field by quite a bit of a margin. There's a bit of damage to his right side. That's what it looked like. Chip McGee's running in second, about 1.51 seconds behind. He's followed by Nick Bees. Great, my chair is covered in sweat. It's annoying. Ryan Monaco's running in fourth. Jeff Lewis fifth. Sonic Yeltina sixth. Adam Lewis seventh. Taylor Bryan Price 8th, Patrick Swift 9th, and Isaiah Monaco 10th. You know, we gotta give props to Sonic Yeltina for not crashing today. I just don't think anybody in the comments cares about the weird names that some of these drivers have. They're all my friends' faults, alright? You guys come up with weird names, like my Japanese friend. No, the other one. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Eddie, go. Yeah, I see you. Remember when I kicked your ass in Chester years ago? Pepperidge Farm remembers. I'm not censoring ass because, well, it could mean donkey. There's literary value to be achieved from that, you know? It's not like old books that we read in class didn't have cuss words in them. Let's fly through the field here. Oh, here's the goats. Oh dear, there was a bit of contact with NASCAR there. It really unsettled him. Looks like they're both fine, though. That was a heart and mouth moment. There we go, I've used that term correctly. comes the GOAT trying to thread the needle straight wide of Tori Hamill and NASCAR. The GOAT's going to file in front of NASCAR and get very close to Tori Hamill. I think he beat her to the line. She's going to beat him into turn 1. He's going to get a better entry and, by extension, better exit through those turns. Yes, as you can see, the field is very spread out. I don't know about you, but it doesn't look like Chip McGee has done well to close this gap between himself and Zach Mills. He's run the outside line again into turn 2. Maybe. Could be closing that gap. He's definitely made a very large gap between himself and Nick Bees. Not much special happening around the track. Just some slow guys right here. I usually expect them to be running this far down the field. There we go, that's the word. You know, the GOAT was doing so well earlier, but he's managed to get... Oh dear, contact with his teammate, Saniga. He's in the wall. Just as we were about to compliment him for working his way up the field, I believe he rejoined the track 28th. He's up to 17th now, but, well, I don't think he's going to be making up any more positions after that. Here comes Alexander Cornish behind him. Alan Walker's watching closely behind there, and the GOAT's tires squealing there. He's hit the wall again and filed in front of Alexander Cornish. Still in front of him. Here come Tori Hamill and Zachary Taylor. There's Alan Walker in the outside line. Oh, contact! The GOAT is round. Tori Hamill gets sent up to the wall by Alan Walker as well. And that's the caution out with only 4 laps to go. And right when Chip McGee had managed to close the gap between himself and Zach Mills, well, that's your order. Zach Mills raced fantastically today. He managed to hold off Chip McGee. And what a well-deserved victory. Here he goes, Zach Mills, to take the checkered flag under the caution. The GOAT was fastest in every session today. Well, today? No. This weekend, because he always is. Again, it doesn't help him win races. Yeah. What am I saying yeah like that? I sound weird. Very weird. Zach Mills wins today. Chip McGee and Nick Bees on the podium. Jeff Lewis, Ryan Monaco, Adam Lewis, Santa Gill, Tina Taylor, Brian Price, Patrick Smith, and Isaiah Monaco. Rounding out the field, Yukio Hakiwara, Derek Hamill, Atsusa Miura, Bob Smith, Yuki Nagato, Chai Sanagi, Alexander Cornish, Zachary Taylor, Bob and Flobo, and Constantine von Bard Laban. 11th through 20th. Outside the top 20, well, the bottom half of the field. NASCAR, Ryan Lewis, Ryan Herman. Oh. Well, there's one car left. Tibus Abiki, now the pace car's lonely. Where were we? Let's start over. NASCAR, Ryan Lewis, Ryan Herman, Tito Peters, Michael Pedersen, Rupert Weissmuller, Sibus Hibiki, Hibiki Ganaha, Shideyuki Takahashi, Reggie Filzame, John Tronai, Hitaki, Tori Hamill, Ken Matsuda, Daniel Wools, and Alan Walker. Finished on the lead lap today. The GOAT, Eric Monaco, James Saunders, and Takumi Fujiwara finished the lap down, but everybody did finish the race. More than we can say for some previous ones. Zach Mills ekes out a win at Kentucky 2013 SDT. Just switch those letters around and you get oh, that's disgusting. I'm sorry for putting that. I actually don't care. Where's Mills? There we go. Finally got a win, Zach Mills, and you're just one position away from the top half of the point standings. Who's in last? Reggie Filzame. We'll gloss over that. Where's the GOAT? 14th. I do believe he dropped a position, actually. That's Derek Hamill leading the points. Hibiki Ganahan second. Zachary Taylor third. Asamir fourth. And Jeff Lewis fifth. Take a look at your winners. Nick Bees has 4, Hibiki Kana had 3, Ryan Herman, Hidaki and the Goat 2 apiece. Zachary Taylor, Isaiah Monaco, Zach Mills, Chai Sadagi, and Takumi Fujiwara 1. Hibiki Kana has the most top 5s, followed by Zachary Taylor and Nick Bees. He's got the most top 10s, tied with Yuki Nagato. Next are Zachary Taylor and Adam Lewis. Most DNFs, Sanaki Altina. And Tito Peters. Wow, what happened to you, Tito Peters? But look at how many DNFs. Lots of DNFs. The only person to finish every race is Shigeaki Takahashi. Wow. Massive amounts of wow. Most laps led, the GOAT, of course, Azusa Miura, and a distant second. Hibiki Kana had close third. I'm done reading over the stats. It's been Hanafuda, it's been a time and a half, an honor. And I will see you in the next video. I'm just bobbing my head now, I don't know why.